The test. It's just happening.
She's forcing
It's
the
happening.
test.
Whoa, that's really loud, eh?
You're not. No, it's
Is it?
perfect.
No, it's not? Oh, okay. It's just loud in my
Our
ear.
conversation today is about tech, so I figured why not? After 3 hours of trying to get this set
Might
up,
as well.
might as well get
3
this
hours of...
get this going.
Good God.
Can you make your size, Heath, matching? Like, we're pretty close, I think.
I think Heath is. Oh,
Like that?
Heath, can you just be shorter?
Yeah. There. Yeah. Just tilt your monitor up. Oh,
It's the
oh,
camera.
you're on a
Yeah.
camera. I see. It's hard to tell because you're so close to it now.
Like that?
I think it made you look younger. Is that possible?
Ooh, I like that. It's good. Let's keep it.
Yeah, you've
Um,
got lots of color in yours. Sue and I look more washed
Maybe,
out.
maybe it's my lighting. I could change.
What's your camera setting?
How's that?
Yeah, see, that's better. But I can't change mine, can I?
No.
I look. There's
the
too much
crappy
shadow in my
camera.
face now, though, isn't there?
Yeah, I don't know
maybe a
why.
little bit.
I have
then
this light quite close to my face, so it's a little bit brighter, but
I'm gonna try one.
Oh.
I'm still pretty bright.
it is pretty bright. Is your camera on auto exposure? Is it? Okay.
White balance auto.
Hmm.
Yes.
Oh, it's actually. It's a
I
bit
just
better
turned
now.
off.
And so
I just
you've
turned
got.
off the extra light. I turned off one of my lights.
Oh, okay. Maybe it was just one too many lights. But your picture quality. We should check the camera setting on your
Mine?
camera though. Because your picture quality. Yeah. I wonder what it is.
Yeah, it looks a little more soft, doesn't it? Or something.
Yeah. I don't know
We
what that
can
is.
compare our settings after.
What does your setting at the bottom say?
I don't know.
1/100
ISO.
f something. ISO what?
400.
Does it
yes.
change when you from time
Yes.
to time?
Right now, it still says 400 right now. What is ISO, Heath? What is that?
That's a ISO is what used to be called a film rating for light. So the higher the number would mean the darker the lighting situation. The lower the number, the more light you have available to you. So on a very bright, sunny daylit day, you would use, in the film days, you would use 100 speed film. Remember ISO and film speed in those days? 400 was kind of for, when you're out for dinner in restaurants and you're using flash and stuff like that. And then the higher the number, the
Fast
more
reaction.
the better it is for darker lighting settings. So.
Or faster action.
Now it says 320, but I just turned
Does
on
it?
my other light because I found it too dark on my face. This
Yeah.
is better.
Yeah, that looks really good.
So
Yeah. But it's not, we're not talking film, but it still uses the same concept. Now where'd you go?
She keeps disappearing.
Oh no!
Oh,
the whole
fell off
freaking
you.
thing came down.
No, the
For
big
God's
one's still up there,
sakes.
so super technical.
Oh, the big
Sky
one's
is
still there.
falling. The sky is
The high
falling.
tech situation.
Test recording. We put some cardboard on the. Oh, it looks like it's gonna fall. We put some cardboard on the light on the ceiling to block it, and it keeps falling down. Welcome to Backyards to Boardrooms. This is our promo series.
That's
Testing our official space for.
This would be considered low budget.
yeah. This is the backyard part of it. I presume.
Yeah, this is the backyard component. Low budget production.
So I do want to produce this into an episode for our YouTube channel.
I think we should.
If
yeah.
if Trisha's good with that, then we will get her to sign a release
So
form.
yeah, Trisha, you're the first guest on Backyard Support.
Back rooms to board yards.
back rooms.
Backsides.
Back rooms to boardrooms. What happens in the back room before you get to the boardroom?
There's no backsides in the back room.
All right.
Maybe this one won't go out at all.
That's what usually happens when Trisha's on these things.
Oh, blame me. Yeah, blame me. Thanks.
All right. Well,
Okay, technical though. We're using brand new cameras, the Sony SV1.
ZV. Not S. Is a Z.
Okay, we're using new cameras, the Sony ZV1.
Two of them.
They're very nice. I quite like them. First time I played around with it, Sue was actually. You were very concerned about not having enough technical knowledge on how to run a camera, and here you are, guiding me through the process.
And watching you. I watched you for the last 2 hours. I was like, Heath, it's the other setting.
Painful,
It's the
isn't it?
She was probably just Googling the whole time, figuring things out while
she
you
was.
were
She
running
probably,
around
like,
back and forth.
So that by the time I actually was like on the camera component, she's like, "Oh yeah, just press this button. Oh, and you
Yeah,
gotta make
exactly.
sure you gotta do this."
I had
She
it
then-
down.
Googled the whole
I
manual.
actually have the whole studio set
She
up
did.
in my basement. I run this setup a number of times for another podcast. And so then, yeah, setting up today was
You did.
super quick and easy.
You didn't even drop the name of that podcast.
I did not.
when you had the chance.
It's called The Mortgage Life.
It is. It's the funniest show about mortgages.
How do you make
Mortgages you
how
could
do you make
ever,
mortgages
ever
funny?
hear.
Well,
You guys could do it. The
So-
Solomoses could make that happen for sure.
okay, so Heath,
Excuse me.
Heath, why don't you introduce our special guest, our very first special guest on Backyards to Boardrooms?
Yes, our very special guest today is Trisha.
Hi,
Cooney.
Trisha.
She has been working with me for the last 5 and a bit years, right, Trisha? Almost 6.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like should know our anniversary, right?
But you don't. I've never seen inside a boardroom in my life.
Anyway, Trisha has been she's our video production coordinator at Sporting Creative, and she's probably got more technical knowledge with regards to video and audio than I have in my whole body. So she's pretty smart about this stuff.
I could hear her giggling down the hall.
Right, Trisha?
We were trying to get this stuff set up, Heath.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I just have more patience.
Well, it looks like you did okay. I mean, we're on the air. It's working.
We are not live
Tell us
streaming.
your. No, we're not live
No.
streaming. You don't have to be shy, Trisha.
I am shy, though.
Trisha, tell us your funniest video story from your days of film and television.
I have one. It's today.
You have no
It's today.
stories? Today's the funniest day. Trisha used to work for Global.
Yeah.
For a little while. Yep.
And then she ran her own company.
Oh, I know a funny story from there.
Oh, yeah?
It was during election time, and I was production studio assistant, and I had to bring water to everybody. Did I tell you this story before?
I don't think so.
I had to bring water to all the candidates that were in the studio, right? And so, but just previous to that, the day before, we'd been painting the studio, so the studio manager had told me to put all the paintbrushes, wrap them in plastic, and put them in the freezer. So then when I went to get water for the candidates, I thought, oh, I'll put ice in all their drinks. So I put ice in the drinks. Well, I didn't know that the taste of the paint would leach over into the ice cubes. So I gave I gave them all glasses of water, and I couldn't figure out why nobody was drinking it. But afterwards I tasted it was horrible. It tasted like paint. I'd basically given them like paint in a glass.
No.
Nobody said anything.
Probably the weirdest thing is that we're all standing in the same space. I can see Sue over here. I can
Yeah.
see Trisha over here. And the reason why we had to do this was because actually it's a little more complicated than what it would have normally been, but because we wanted to have an experience where we were all in the same space, but I had to be a little bit careful because I'm kind of living in a bit of a COVID bubble, you could say, because of my wife's condition with just having had a stem cell transplant. So I have to be really careful about what kind of germs I bring home. So this was a way for us to sort of create this sort of three-way ability to have these interviews and still be in the same space, but where I'm still safe and able to take my mask off during these interviews. Otherwise, I would look like this, and I would sound like this.
It doesn't sound
So,
too different,
that's why
but
we're
we
doing
do
it.
like seeing your face, Heath.
Well, and I like to
Yes,
breathe.
yeah, it's
It's good.
challenging.
Breathing's nice. Yeah. So, anyways, that's why we're doing this interesting setup. It's pretty cool, though. I think it worked out really well.
So we
Yeah.
we upped our technical skill level.
Yeah.
Big
Considerably.
time for me myself. I've been podcasting for about 4 years. Never have taken it to this level of having separate rooms and doing all this, taking all the extra steps to make this.
Well, in your last podcast, Sue, were you in separate buildings, weren't you?
Sometimes,
When you were doing it, or-
sometimes we're in this. All
Yeah.
three of us. When we started the mortgage podcast, we started all in the same room. We had our own microphones, but we were all in the same room. And
How did you manage that sound quality? Because without getting a bit of an echo or hearing the other person, was it just the quality of the speakers? that
no,
were
we
using?
well, these are the microphones. These microphones. Yeah,
Same type.
but
Right.
they're XLR,
They're
and
very
so they're
directional.
only gathering. I don't know if yeah. Trish is nodding. Like yeah,
They're
directional. So they're just they
Where
do
the
gather
cardioids
some
or something.
sound from if someone else is in the same room.
Right.
So editing was tricky,
But you didn't seem that. Yeah, I bet.
but we still had 3 separate tracks, so it wasn't. It was okay.
Yep. Well,
Mhm.
I'm also, Riverside is what we're using, is the tool
Mhm.
we're using for this. And my experience with that so far has been really great, but I'm excited to see how it works with this
Yeah.
podcast being my number 2 podcast as well. But I think you have a little more experience working
Numbers.
with multiple guests or multiple speakers.
It's all just trial and error, really.
Yeah. Yeah.
And most of it is error.
More error than trial. Trial by fire.
Hopefully, we have the audio actually turned on this time. Trish, I don't know if Heath told you our first recording. We took a walk. We took
Oh, no.
a walk on the beach. We were talking about camera equipment and white balance, and
Well,
I had turned off the internal microphone on the camera. So we
Oh,
took
no.
about 20 minutes of video, 0 audio.
well, luckily we don't have to worry about that with this because the audio is being recorded.
Right, and
So-
if our little screens aren't like, it's lighting up, so my screen has got that white box around it. If it's not lighting up, then probably
Right.
I'm muted.
Right.
Yeah. And you can see the little.
Maybe if
little
it's
things.
streaming, it automatically does that. Just turns off the sound. Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
And now I'm unmuted.
I can see your lips moving now, but I can't hear anything.
It's been
But,
an
Are
afternoon.
there anything we need to tweak? Do you guys see anything that needs to be
I think
adjusted?
this is great.
I'm not sure if this is maybe too bright
Yeah.
still. I mean, if I'm standing directly where the bright light is, it's not so bad.
And you can't get rid of the bright light because
But-
that's the computer screen in front
Well,
of
that's
you.
the,
Well,
that's
yeah,
the
I think
computer
it's the
screen.
screen.
But you can dial it down. Dial it down the light.
But then it takes away. Does that work?
Well, it doesn't change you at
Nope.
all. It actually works.
But does it change
Yep.
the background?
Yeah, it makes
Yep.
it darker.
Because it's not
Yeah.
reflecting
Yeah,
as
exactly.
brightly. But
What
you
about
still see.
this light over here beside you
Hmm.
on your right?
This one over
Yeah,
here.
play with that. See if that does anything different. Because you can actually adjust the tone.
Woo!
Mhm.
You just don't want it pointing at the camera because then it will give lens flare.
Mm-hmm. It's a fine line with it, though.
Mm-hmm.
What's that do? puts a big shadow over here, probably. Eh?
Not really.
Not bad. No, it's
Gives a
actually
shadow
pretty
right in here,
good. Right.
doesn't it? Hmm.
Well, I
No
could
wonder
always
it
put
was
that
just
on a
bounced.
pole
Woo.
too and have it come down from the top. But yeah, it's a shiny wall. Yeah,
It is a
very shiny wall.
I wonder if we can.
I can take it down.
The wall.
Not the wall.
The metal?
Silver.
Why is there metal on that
Metal.
wall?
See, then that
It's
reflects
decoration,
off the
decor.
glasses too. I don't know
That's pretty good. Where you
where I had it a minute ago, like
Yeah.
there.
kind of side lit.
But then doesn't it give me too dark a shadow there? But that's glasses too. It's hard with glasses, right?
Yeah, but we have to account for that.
Yeah, people will have glasses. I'm wearing glasses.
Yeah, but your light's quite even. Because you've got that. Oh, I see. So I wonder if this one was put up behind the monitor and pointing down. That would be
Well,
better.
it might be more directional onto the
Onto
silver
the back.
background. I mean, I can go piss around with it. You guys can tell me if it looks good.
I gotta
yeah,
go.
we
the
all
whole-
gotta go.
Yeah,
All right.
everyone's got to go.
Everybody's gotta go.
We'll be doing that next
Yeah.
week, so stay
We
tuned
have- we
for
have one
more
more
lighting
test
tips
run.
on backyards
For more
and
lighting
boardrooms.
tips.
'Cause this is a audio-video technical podcast. Apparently.
On lighting. An audio only podcast about lighting.
Audio.
I think.
Well,
Thank
thanks,
you.
guys. It's
Thanks
been a
for
slice.
your.
That was good.
patience.
I gotta remember to look at the camera because I keep looking down at you
Well,
guys.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But I gotta be actually lucky. I can actually see Sue right there under my camera.
Yeah, that's true.
Keep it
Because I'm doing
there.
the same thing. I'm
Yeah.
looking here, there, everywhere.
But you're looking mostly at your screen, Trisha, aren't you?
Yeah. Do I look like I'm looking at the audience then? If I look
Yeah.
this way?
Yeah, you look like you're looking straight at it.
Okay, because I
But
am.
my
on the
monitor's
screen.
down here, and my
It's
camera's
because
up
you're
there.
tall.
Yeah, so that,
The solution is make
that
yourself
makes a
short.
difference.
Okay.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye. Thank
Thank
you.
you. Nice
Goodbye.
to see you all.
Thanks for
Bye.
hanging out.
Okay, no problem. Goodbye.
Leave the headphones.
Headphones. I don't know how to stop recording with. Oh, there it is.